Alright, so this is a game I played probably a couple weeks back now, or a few weeks back now. I don't even remember. Maybe it was even a month. It's been a while since I played this game, but it felt worthwhile to show, so I am replay casting it. Now, that being said, as you can see, this is me spawning at the bottom left on Autumn Leaves, and at the top right, I matched against NotneK. Now, I have played NotneK quite a few times in the past. We were even in Washed Up League group together when I first came back to the game, like 2.5 years ago or whatever it was. And so I was fairly certain there was a high chance he would go Tavern Hero build with Naga Sea Witch first. And as you can see here, he seems to be going Tavern Hero build, which obviously can be a pretty scary tower push to defend if you're not ready for it, or just push in general. But I still wanted to practice Demon Hunter, so I still went Demon Hunter. That being said, I don't actually know what the right call is for abilities, assuming I know that this is the play. Also, when I saw this footman here this early and stuff, I kind of assumed it was Tavern Hero build already. But I don't know if you'll see my reactions yet. Anyways, I don't really know if it's best to go like mana burn or what. Like generally you want immolation against these pushes, but against Naga in particular, you kind of need to have mana burn and just chase her down to get rid of her. I do get some nice damage here at the start on this footman, and now I'm worried about finishing the creep fast enough. I do have a third Moonwell coming, and I think another Ancient of War now, yeah. So I'm kind of prepared for this, but even so, this push is pretty scary, and my Archer got ensnared. My Demon Hunter sadly got blocked there, and I've already taken 100 damage, and that's just how devastating the Naga can be right away. And I did decide to go mana burn and chase the Naga down, but that does of course mean the peasants are free to do their thing for the most part. Which also means it's very unlikely I cancel these towers unless I have Ancient of Wars on them. So it's more likely going to be a long drawn out game trying to stabilize. But I'm doing most of what I want, which is chasing down the Naga, mana burning the Naga down, making it so she's rendered a bit useless. I do lose my DH there, but kind of on purpose. At this point, I don't think it's worth healing him, you know, using my TP and healing. But that being said, losing your DH there is still pretty bad. I took way too much damage to the footman, and I really needed to get the Naga separated from them so I could have the DH just freely hitting and chase the Naga away. So it's looking kind of sketch right now. There's already an Arcane up, a guard is finishing, my Ancient Wars getting uprooted. I think I go to eat a tree and potentially root it there. But my DH is back, and now I can kind of just continually do some poke damage. Hopefully deny some of these towers if possible, or pick off some of the footmen, get level 2. But it is scary with an Arcane tower here already. That means if I do want to go Immolation on level 2, I always got to be careful about getting drained too quickly from this Arcane. But the tower is already finished. I was just switching my aggro to it. You saw a little bit of damage coming in. I was hoping with the peasants choosing between repairing the Arcane and the guard tower, maybe I could start taking out some of these closer towers, but turns out it was already too late, and now I'm in this awkward position where I'm just hit and running, doing as much as I can. But he's sure to have defend soon as well. He's got a ton of towers. My Moonwells are also all in position of the towers, which makes it very awkward in the long run. Try to save the Wisp, but dies way too quickly, even though I microed it fast. I do, however, get some footman kills finally, but now he's got defend. His Naga is still out of reach for the most part. And with this many towers up, it's kind of hard to really take them down. Not to mention 4 peasants to repair. As you can see, it's not too easy. I do TP this time. It's going to hurt trying to heal up this DH, but I can't really lose my level 2 DH either. And yeah, as you can see, I have a lot of archers, which is a good sign. But defend is a real problem. The Ancient War fell as well. The peasants are all still alive. His main base is pretty open, actually. So there was some chance I could have juked around and gone to his main, but even that is a little scary. Because while I'm doing that, all 3 of these Moonwells fall. He TPs in, calls all militia, and well, I don't know if I really have enough to fight all the militia when my Moonwells are also dead. So I have no healing after. I don't have a TP because I already lost it. And maybe if I had a TP, it could be worth, right? I could go in, try to deal some damage, TP back, especially if I get him to pull back. But at this point, kind of just have to sit here and bide my time. Slow down the push as much as possible. Try to prevent towers from getting too close. I don't want them to be able to kill my main tree. So, this is my play to prolong the game. Add another Tree of Life. That being said, he kind of sees that I'm not here right now, and he's pushing forward, and there goes the Moonwells. 2 Moonwells gone, 3rd Moonwell's gonna fall quick. I can creep this quickly as well, but at what cost, right? Losing 3 Moonwells is huge. I'm going to be supply blocked now. 30 out of 30 food. I got a lot of archers, but with 4 defend footmen, it's pretty tough for me to break through. So at this point, well, if I am to win, it's going to be a very slow process. I still need to get this tree moved over, and I need to try to prevent these towers from coming up as long as possible. And that's what I go to do. I try to move my archers in. Maybe even worth it at this point to uproot the Ancient Wars, march them forward, and then try to get my archers on these towers. But look at how many footmen there are. He's even got a level up now. He's level 2. With that many footmen, it's so hard to get your archers forward enough to actually damage these towers, because it's not like I'm tier 2. I don't have improved bows. They're sitting at 500 range, which is pretty short. They die super quick to Naga Footman Focus Fire. Footmen, of course, with their normal damage, doing huge damage to the medium armor. And yeah, I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, he's already got this tower up, which is starting to take out my buildings. And he's got 2 more on the way. I really need to cancel these if possible. But yeah, just doing the best I can. Trying to get my tree here to get a lot of damage. He kind of dove a little far, but if he starts setting up like a vault here somewhere, he will be able to heal these footmen just fine. And yeah, I think he knows that my play is to try to get these towers if I can. But one of them already completes, the other one, too much repair. Even with all my archers trying to get shots off, it's just not enough. He is coming forward and getting a couple archer kills, but taking a lot of damage in return. And now going for the Wisp as well. My expansion is getting up though, and I'm adding 2 AOWs and a Hunter's Hall. The Hunter's Hall is going to be huge. One thing that may have been good, honestly, is for me to either make more Ancient Wars sooner, just to have the normal damage from them, or a Hunter's Hall sooner. Because a Hunter's Hall and an AP or 2 is pretty good at stopping towers from pushing forward. And if you stop towers from pushing forward, my DH can hopefully slow the footman enough by himself over time with a lot of Moonwell heals. That being said, too late for that now. My main tree is going to fall. And hopefully I'm able to save some wisps, but he's in position to stop them. So that's going to hurt. But because he has towers on this side here, he actually has to expand here if he wants to expand here. Which does allow me to have a better angle to start damaging. Looks like he was able to expand somewhat over to the right still, but not way down here. So I still have a bit of an angle here or here. A lot of his footmen are softened up. He still hasn't made a vault. He's just got a lot of towers. And now with a couple huntresses supporting, I actually have quite a bit of damage against these footmen. That being said, it's still difficult to take out this town hall because he does have towers that actually have enough range. As you can see, they can, at least the one tower can hit my DH there. I really want to cancel this, and it's possible I should have just committed to it. My DH does have a lot of health, but when I'm looking over here, all my moonwells are empty. It is nighttime just now, so it is possible I should have dove in, but with no TP and no moonwells currently filled, it was a little sketchy. And yeah, I ended up backing off. But it might have been the right call to just commit. Get rid of the town hall, even if it cost me a lot. I'm not sure. But I had a backup plan, which was this AP. As you can see, it's trying to eat through. Hopefully it's able to help me slow him down, make sure his peasants aren't mining. And with the hunts and archers here, hopefully he's not able to take out my moonwells either. At this point, with all these hunts, again, it might be possible that I want to go here, but he does have a couple towers now. He's adding an aviary, so looking to go hawks and or griffins later. No tier 3 for him yet, but yeah, with 2 bases, hawks are pretty annoying, and I have a bunch of hunts. But I am starting to go in here now and getting some decent damage. I have a lot of hunts. I really want to do something with them as soon as possible. And these footmen are kind of fodder against them when I got this many. That being said, I wasn't able to do as much damage as I would have liked to this. The town hall did finish. He's even got more towers defending here with this one. This one also almost complete. But it looks like I will be able to take the one out. And I stopped him from mining, which is pretty huge. He does have a regen scroll now, finally healing his footmen up. The key is, what can I do from here? And I do have a glaive coming, so my play is to hopefully just take out his town hall and then slowly kill all the guard towers with glaives. But because he reached tier 2 quite a while back and he has an aviary coming, and now a second one, he's going to start getting those hawks. And once those hawks come out, I really only have archers against them. And archers against dragonhawks are not too amazing if I don't have extra support, such as, you know, an orb on my DH, or, you know, Naga frost arrow or panda breath haze. Without that extra hero support, my archers aren't too strong, especially because his Naga plus the Dragonhawks will quickly take out archers. He can kite against my hunts and take out them slowly with the piercing damage. So my play is just get rid of this town hall, make it 1 base versus 1 base. If I can make it 1 base versus 1 base again, I'm not sitting too bad because my DH is a lot higher level and it will just scale better than the Naga. But he does have a paladin now, you know. His tech is coming into play. And he's starting to push forward here. His peasants are getting saved. I should have probably manually targeted this AP off of the footman because it has defend. But I was probably too busy focused on getting the glaives and archers in position, getting the burns off, making sure everything's on hold position, not walking into the towers. It's always a delicate situation against a lot of towers like this. And I am doing some decent damage here. That being said, I really need to hurry up and actually take out this hall. I probably should just take the hunts in, take out the hall, and then run back, even if it costs me a hunt or two. I end up having a huntress walk in anyways on accident. That one apparently was not on hold position, and now he's pushing forward, but I am able to take out this limited number of hawks with my archers for now. But I do not have improved bows yet. I do not have tier 2. So my archers are not exactly that great as anti-air at this point without the extra 200 range. Nor do I have hero support, like I said. No orb, no, you know, Naga or Panda second or whatever. As you can see, he's able to kind of just poke at these glaives. Going to take out one, it looks like, and the creeps wake up. So now I have creeps to deal with. My archers are getting smacked around. It looks like I might be able to kill the paladin, but how worth it is it really? It's only a level 1 paladin. Does give me a decent chunk of XP though. Sitting at level 4 with these boots. Boots is pretty nice, especially when I do not have a TP. But look at the hawks. There's so many hawks now. And with one glaive gone, this town hall is getting repaired, and suddenly these glaives and these hunts are just a liability, not able to get much value anymore. And now I'm sitting here like, well, maybe I should have done something a little more with them a little sooner. And that's what I mean. I probably should have just committed to this hall, tried to take it out, even if it cost me the hunts and glaives, because now the hunts and glaives are basically dead anyways, and I did not get the hall. So it's kind of sketchy. He's trying to come in from the backside with the hawks, but obviously I saw it. However, it doesn't even really matter that I saw it. He is going to pull back. Okay, maybe it mattered a little. Yeah, even here, look at, I got it so low. These hunts, I should have just dove in with the hunts, taken out the hall. But I was still afraid of the towers, so I was like, maybe I can do something with the hunts over here. Maybe his base is open. Maybe he didn't make towers. But now he's just diving in. He's got a couple footmen support as well. His heroes, also without hunts stopping his heroes, he's just going to keep diving. And look at the glaives. They're just falling. One glaive falls, the second glaive falls, and now the final glaive also going to fall. And these archers without improved bows, like I said, just aren't that good at anti-air. Air is just way too fast in this game, that if your ground units don't have like a slow like dryads or lots of range like improved bows can give, air just flies away. Like they take a little bit of damage, but if you know, just micro the one that gets weak, and then the others that are softened up, suddenly he's just gonna pop a regen scroll and he's just fine. All these hawks are going to be full health again for 100 gold. And he got 3 glaives out of it, which is, you know, 600 something gold. My hunts did a little bit of damage here though. I did lose some hunts, but got some XP, and the XP is huge. As you can see, I'm almost level 5. I've only crept the 1 camp and I'm almost level 5 DH. Okay, maybe 2 camps if you count this. Or no. I crept 3 camps. Okay, there's a lot of camps. This one, somewhat accidentally crept, but did creep. But yeah, it's just mostly these few camps right next to my base, and then the rest, just the exchanges. And now, trying to do whatever I can with these hunts, but I'm seeing griffins as well, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of rough. He's already got tier 3. Does he have... I don't think... Does he have, the health boost already? I feel like they normally have even more health than this, but maybe this is the amount of health they have. I don't know. He might have the health boost from the barracks already. Yeah, he's gonna add another tower. He's already got a 3rd aviary now, 66 food, and my glaives are basically not worth much. I'm getting improved bows, trying to do whatever I can with the archers I still have. I do have 1/1 upgrades, and I already have, what is this? 7 of them, now 8 of them. So I'm like, you know, it's probably still worth to invest in them. But honestly, it might have been worth at this point to already start trying to convert over to Dryads. Dryads in the early stages are pretty bad here though, because the Hawks do actually beat them. So I stick with Archers for now. We do get 1 Hawk kill, but lose both my glaives, and he just walks away and suddenly, you know, regen scroll and he'll be just fine. So yeah, now I'm sitting here like, okay, well, this sucks. 2 base versus 1 base. My anti-air can't do much. Might as well get that second damage upgrade, see if my archers can poke away here. And I'm like, okay, let's get some peasant kills, because this could actually be huge. It doesn't have much room for his peasants to run. And yeah, level 5 unlocked. 2 peasants fall. Can I get a 3rd or a 4th? Looks like I will be able to get a 3rd, but then I back off, and I think that was good damage. I just heal up. But now I'm worried a bit about him expanding again. I have my hunts here guarding it. It is nighttime, so they can hide as well. And yeah, at this point, I'm just trying to do the best I can to get any pickoffs I can, hopefully get level 6. And my goal here is Eternity Tree. I know at this point, one of the ways for me to win is to get tier 3 and Orb. And I think once I get Orb, then Dryads will also feel a lot better, because I'll have a hero that can attack alongside them and actually take out the Hawks. But I'm completely reliant on these Moonwells, and nighttime is, you know, finishing up. Meanwhile though, my hunt's getting quite a bit of damage, and these kills are relevant. He doesn't necessarily need the wood from these peasants, but he does not want me to get the free XP, because look at this, I'm getting, you know, part of the way to that level 6, and obviously level 6 demon can kind of take out this air army if he gets baited into a fight. And he doesn't really have high level heroes himself yet. Ooh, almost got a griffin kill. Yeah, he is going to take out the 1 Moonwell. That hurts a lot for me. I really need all of these, especially as I said with nighttime ending. I want to keep as much healing as I can. I do have a lot more gold left over to work with, but I need to stop this somehow, and my hunts are still in the main. They were able to kill quite a few peasants, and now I got them out, and that's going to be huge. Look at these peasants, but he already moved his hawks back. I'm able to hide for now, however, that's not going to be a long-term solution. And here, I wonder if it was the right call for me to chase him here, or if I should have killed the peasants mining. Because if I kill these, that might be better than me going out into the open space. As you can see, I'm kind of hesitating. I'm like, where do I go? What do I do? I'm stuck here. But I do have tier 3 almost done. I saved 1 huntress. And we're both just kind of mining. But now with Orb, with a TP again as well, just in case, I'm able to actually do something. However, he's just kind of hovering here, defending it. And that's going to be a problem for me. He did go Holy Light level 2, so he has big heals. And he's trying to take out the archers fast, and they do die quite fast. I have my Orb here, and I'm able to take out a couple of his air units as well, but with all these archers falling, he's getting a lot of levels. But I do get my level 6. But the archers, there's only 4 left. And archers in low numbers are pretty bad when there's heroes on the field. Not to mention this mass of heavy air units. He's just chasing them down. I am able to heal them a little bit, and the orb effect's going in, but can I pick off these griffins? One does fall, but the other gets away. Overall, I would say a not bad trade for me. That being said, He is under 50 food right now, which is technically not terrible for him, but oof, look at this nice play by the Huntress. The one lone Huntress I still had alive came back in, slayed the peasants, and the Hawks were too late. And now it's, you know, pretty much up to my DH. It is daytime though, so I got to be a little careful. The Moonwells only have limited healing at this point. And how do I want to play this? Archers going in, but they get caught out. I should not have brought them over there. The air is way too mobile. My DH didn't see him moving over, and that's another couple of archers falling. I do use my ultimate here to try to do as much damage as I can, and I just turn and focus with my archers. I don't want them to keep running. I want them to do that little extra damage, but it doesn't look like I'm able to get many kills. However, I have zoned him a bit, and now my archers are going to be able to potentially go in here and stop mining, but he's not actually mining yet. Looks like he's a bit short on peasants. The Huntress kills on those peasants earlier, paying big dividends, and now he's gonna have to transfer peons over, or his peasants over. He's actually already mined out both of those bases. My DH trying to do what he can, but I see another group of 3 griffins. He's got so much air coming in. And with only those 5 peasants, his 49 food army is actually a lot of army. Whereas my side, I'm at 34 food army, and I have, what is this? 7, 12, 13 of it in wisps? That's, or maybe, and then like 3 in this Huntress that's not doing anything. And yeah, I'm like, okay, it's time for the Dryads finally. Probably could have got them a little sooner, especially once I got my orb, but they're still going to be valuable now. The Hawks are limited in count. He's overproduced Griffins. I'm getting my orb effect on quite a few units, getting a lot of units weak. He does have staff, and he can always buy regen scroll. Maybe he should even sell those. Ooh, but my archers, he once again spots everything and goes over there, and I add a panda as well. I'm not sure if I even needed the panda. Maybe it's better to invest more into units, but I was hoping I'd be able to do something. I mean, there's always a bunch of creeps. I could potentially creep a bunch and just have my DH defend my main, but yeah, he didn't get much value there. I was hoping he'd be able to start breathing the peasants, and with the archer support, kill the peasants. I am going to kill this one griffin, I believe. Get the last shot off? Does not get the last shot off. That griffin will fly away. But my DH now has free reign on the peasants. He's getting baited back and forth. I will back off though. Without immolation, I'm not too quick on killing the peasants. And my DH will have to back off. But I'm starting to feel like, okay, I gotta actually do something now, right? My hero, I got a level 6 DH, right? He's almost level 7 even. He's got really good items. The boots have been huge this entire game. I bought them pretty early. And now with Dryads on the field, he has to be so careful about coming forward like this, because now I'm actually able to slow units and chase them down. As you can see, one Hawk falls and he immediately pulls back. He does not want to get caught by the Dryads.
Player's forces are under attack.
And finally, I can turn the tides. The air army ending up not as strong as he would have liked. Maybe needed a bit more hero focus damage alongside it to stop me before I got high level like this. But now with metamorphosis and all these units, you can see how quickly his air units are dissipating, and I am looking strong. And finally it's sitting here where it's like, okay, I finally got this under control. Yeah, maybe if he had a little bit of extra focus fire somehow. I would say something like a Mountain King, but I do have max mana burn. Maybe even just a Blood Mage. banish and siphon me down, the magic damage from the griffins as well as forked lightning on the DH probably could be decent damage. And then the siphon, of course, to stop me from burning, stop me from metamorphing, drain my moonwells. Yeah. He's no longer mining, and I'm sitting here also not mining, but I do have my tree on the move. My army is strong. It's nighttime. The moonwells are filling. I even have Wellspring, and I am on the hunt. He's trying to clear another base, but I don't think he even has peasants. Yeah, there's no peasants here. The peasants here all died. Peasants here are gone. There's one griffin sitting there, but yeah, he's just... There's not much he can do at this point. He can't fight the demon hunter straight on without any sort of
Town is under siege.
you know, CC or whatever, anything to slow him down. Like normally you have either bolt, banish, slow from sorceress, you know, these sort of things to stop the DH. But without those, the DH just had free reign to just keep running around dealing the damage, especially with these boots, the orb, high levels. GG is called, and I end up taking the win in a like 31-minute win from a Naga tower push. And that's always the scary thing with some of these tower pushes. Sometimes you have to do that. You have to like expand and just kind of delay them killing your first base, but your expansion goes just fine because they can't really tower you again. If they try to tower you again, you have enough archers you can actually take out the new towers and the peasants, but not able to kill the old towers. He does end up taking my base. We get this long drawn out game, but I actually managed to mine pretty similar gold overall. It's because his second base in my main, I had mined quite a bit before he actually took it over, and he also lost quite a bit to upkeep. So it worked out nicely for me. And Demon Hunter with an orb, just able to outcarry there. Nothing to slow him down enough. There is the Frost Arrow, but that's about all he had. Apart from Frost Arrow, which I was able to somewhat burn down the mana and prevent some of the Frost Arrows. But yeah, apart from that, there's just nothing to slow him down. DH just kind of ran around, did his damage with the orb, took over the game. But yeah, I thought it was a fairly nice game to watch. Not necessarily the best to play because it's kind of stressful dealing with those sort of strategies. But yeah, won in the end. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this game.